Hey guys, I have something I need to talk about, and I feel like I owe you an explanation for my last video I uploaded, so I'm just going to come clean. I've made some pretty stupid mistakes in my life, but this was a pretty major fuck up on my part. It's probably the last mistake I'm ever going to make, too. You know, it's probably pretty obvious, but up to this point, the stuff I've been doing with these videos has been just kind of a joke for me. The stuff with the assumed prank, all the weird stuff happening in my room, the reference to the Slender Man guy monster thing. This was all just it's just going to be something for fun to do in my free time. I had really gotten into watching different series on YouTube that were pretty popular, and I wanted to be part of that. It seemed like a lot of fun to do as a project, and I just thought, well, hey, as long as I don't let it interfere with my schoolwork, what could go wrong? Even if I make a fool of myself and do some bad videos, then hell, what does it matter? But I didn't know what was going to really happen, and I should have known. There were tons of warnings. I'm not the first person this has happened to. I know for a fact that I'm not the first, but I just assumed that none of this was serious, that this couldn't possibly happen, but I've really screwed up. Me and my roommate Jacob were going to just do a fun little thing where he was possessed by Slender Man or something like that, and he was going to come at me with a knife in that last video, and then I was going to do a little sequence where I ran up to the room and he was already there waiting for me, and it was going to be kind of a little jump moment. Well, as some of you probably have noticed, that didn't happen, because when I got in the room, Jason wasn't here. I found out where he was later, and I'll get to that. But the thing that was in the room was real. I know it was real. I know what I saw. I can't even begin to describe what it felt like. I've never been more terrified in my entire life than when I walked into the room. I couldn't even see it at first. It was just completely dark, but God, I wish I hadn't seen it. I wish I'd just put the flashlight away. Maybe if I just turned on the lights or something like that, it wouldn't have been there. You know, I never really showed Slender Man in my videos up till now, because the only cast I've got for this project is me and my roommate Jacob. So the second video where I had the business suit guy walk into the room, that was just me. I just recut the video so that it didn't show me changing clothes and then walking out, walking back in, etc., etc. But I always avoided actually showing Slender Man's face, just because of all the complications that would have come with that. I just didn't really have the proper tools. Well, I didn't have to find a Slender Man for my show. Because he fucking found me. I don't really know what happened after the shot ended on that video. I just woke up the next day bleeding a lot. I didn't feel hurt anywhere, but there was a lot of blood coming out of my nose and mouth. I found Jacob. He wasn't in the same condition as me, but it was like he'd been stuffed under the bed. His bed across the room. He was just crammed under there, unconscious. This fucking thing was just waiting for me. I don't know what he did to me. I don't know what happened while I was unconscious. But I've been having really bad nightmares ever since. Like, I keep seeing just that same fucking footage in my head of him just standing there in the darkness. And I feel like he's watching me. Like, every time I leave my room, and even sometimes when I'm just in here, especially at night, I hear things. I know he's still fucking here. I thought the stuff like with Everyman Hybrid's channel, stuff like this, I mean, even though they said it wasn't, I just assumed it was fake. I thought that this was all like a bunch of kids in film class or something like that, just being original. And I made the same fucking mistake as them. I made a joke about Slender Man, and apparently he's not fucking cool with that. I think it's pretty obvious what's going to happen now. There's nothing that can be done to this guy. He can be wherever he wants, whenever he wants. He can't be touched. I mean, these guys have driven cars into him. They've attacked him with knives and bats. Nothing ever happens. This thing isn't... It's not even part of our world. I don't know where the fuck he came from or how he exists, but he's going to fucking kill me. He's going to keep up this fucking torment as long as he can, as long as it amuses him, and then he's going to fucking kill me. He's going to leave me in the woods somewhere. I do not want to die. I don't. I have no interest in letting this happen, but I don't know what I can do. He's going to follow me wherever I go. It's what he does to everybody else. And I can't trust anybody because he can use anybody against me that he wants. He can use people as bait, or he can control them and use them as weapons. I need help, but I can't trust anybody to get near me. Because even I can be used. I mean, I have no fucking idea if he's already made me do something. Apparently he can make you fucking get up in the middle of the night while you're sleeping and do shit. You won't remember any of it. I'm telling you guys this because I'm really scared and I really need some kind of help. I'm not going to ask you guys to go out of your way for me, but anything you could tell me, any kind of advice, something maybe I've missed. There's got to be an alternative to just fucking laying down and letting him do what he wants. And I don't want to have to keep looking behind me and in every dark corner whenever I walk outside. If there's not a way to fight back, then there's got to be a way to get away from him. To at least make him stop. I'm going to stop now. The fucking weirdest part is even like with this just shit going on, I've still got college, still got fucking classes and fucking homework and shit, and nobody's gonna believe me about this. It's like YouTube, the internet is the only place where it's accepted that this guy even exists. Nobody else knows. Back when I was watching the videos and was really into them, I'd make jokes about him to people all the time, and nobody had any fucking idea what I was talking about. So I've just got to act like normal, or people are going to think I'm fucking insane. Alright, well, anything you can tell me, anything at all, would be appreciated. Anybody who sees this video. Alright, I'm done now.